Hello, welcome to the Mark Janard Show, the cybersecurity show. So, a set of 23 vulnerabilities, collectively named Airborne, was discovered in Apple's AirPlay protocol and its software development kit, right? SDK. So, these flaws allow attackers to remotely execute code on Apple and third-party devices, sometimes requiring no user interaction. That is what they call the zero-click over local wireless networks and peer-to-peer connections. So we have two vulnerabilities, right? We have the CVE 2025 24252 and CVE 2025 24132 are especially severe, enabling wormable zero-click remote code execution, RCE. This means malware could automatically spread from one compromised device to others on the same network without any user interaction or action, right? So attackers can exploit these flaws to take full control of vulnerable devices, deploy malware that spreads across local networks, bypass any, access controls, read sensitive files and data, and conduct man-in-the-middle and denial of service attacks. So here's a scenario, right? An attacker must be on the same Wi-Fi network or use peer-to-peer connection to exploit these vulnerabilities. So public Wi-Fi networks like cafes, hotels, and airports are particularly risky as attackers can easily join the same network as potential targets. So some of the compromised devices that could be used for this is espionage and surveillance, like hijacking microphones on smart speakers, ransomware and supply chain attacks, like spreading malware to other devices when the infected device connects to the new networks. So the vulnerabilities affect not only Apple's devices, whether it's Macs, Apple TVs, iPads, iPhones, and the Vision Pro, but also millions of third-party products. You have smart speakers, TVs, car infotainment systems with CarPlay. So the main issue stems from AirPlay's open access design, which is intended to make device pairing seamless, right? Many AirPlay servers exposed commands without adequate access controls, making them vulnerable to remote takeover. Now, let's get into some of the things that, Apple or people can do to stop this from affecting them. So some of the things that can be done, you can, keep your devices updated, right? Always install iOS, macOS, and app updates as soon as they are available. So many zero-click attacks exploit known vulnerabilities that are patched in new updates. Also enable automatic updates, right, to ensure you receive critical security patches promptly. The next thing you can do, you can enable lockdown mode if it is a high risk. So lockdown mode, which is available on iOS 16 onward, is designed for users at heightened risks, right? Such as activists, governmental, officials, or journalists. So when enabled, it restricts certain features and blocks many potential attack vectors, including complex message types, link previews, and FaceTime calls from unknown sources. So while it limits some device functionality, lockdown mode has been shown to block real-world zero-click attacks. The next thing that can be done is to limit your attack surface. So disable services you do not use, such as FaceTime, iMessage, or HomeKit, to reduce potential entry points. Avoid installing configuration profiles or enterprise certificates from untrusted sources. You can also practice good cyber hygiene, so only download apps from the official App Store. Delete unused apps and audit your device for unauthorized or suspicious applications. Do not jailbreak your device, so as this removes critical security protections. Monitor for suspicious activity. So watch for unusual device behavior, such as frequent crashes, rapid battery drain, or unexpected messages from Apple warning of a possible compromise. If you suspect your device is compromised, consider a forensic check using tools like the Mobile Verification Toolkit. Use strong authentication and physical security. So set a strong, unique passcode and use biometric authentication where possible. Do not leave your device unattended and be alert to social engineering attempts. Stay informed and respond to threat notifications. So Apple sends threat notifications to users who may have been targeted by mercenary spyware. So, take these warnings seriously and follow Apple's guidance if you receive one. So keep this in mind. Security is a process, not a state. Keep your iPhone updated, adjust your settings, and enable lockdown mode if you fall into a particular high-risk group. Most users will never directly encounter zero-click attacks, but they benefit indirectly from Apple's ongoing security updates. So nevertheless, a healthy degree of vigilance is the best defense in a world where highly professional attacks have unfortunately become a reality. So there are other zero-click vulnerabilities that happened this year aside from this Apple event. We have the Windows OLE zero-click vulnerability. That was the CVE 2025-21298. This critical zero-click vulnerability in Windows object linking and embedding technology. So attackers can exploit this by sending us, specially crafted emails containing malicious RTF documents. The exploit triggers when the email is open or previewed in Outlook, leading to remote code execution with no user interaction required. We had the SAP NetWeaver zero-click vulnerability. That was the SVE 2025-31324. So this zero-day vulnerability in SAP Visual Composer, which is part of the SAP NetWeaver, allowed unauthenticated attackers to upload arbitrary files, resulting in full system compromise. So this flaw is being actively exploited in the wild and does not require user interaction. There was a WhatsApp zero-click spyware campaign. In February 2025, the Paragon spyware has linked to a zero-click exploit campaign targeting WhatsApp, reportedly affecting around 90 journalists. So although specific CVEs are not detailed, this highlights ongoing zero-click threats in messaging platforms, okay? Now, these are some things that you just have to keep in mind when working in the wild, right? When working in the wild. So that is what I have for you today. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button. Once again, if you appreciate this content and you want more content like this, please let me know that by hitting that subscribe button and the like button. Also, let me know your opinions in the comment section below. I appreciate your viewership. Stay safe and see you on the next video.